So I'm in the middle of my morning run, and it's the perfect time to discuss free will. Now, the brain is incredibly complex system. If you look at the connectionist models representing the brain with neural nets, that's complex enough, but the real brain is way more complex than that, with subcellular structures and molecules trying to integrate information coming from the environment, and some of these activities are not even related to information. So that's an incredibly complex system. So before we discuss free will, maybe we should discuss how the brain can actually control its behavior. And there arises the veto mechanism of free will, in which the unconscious processes, which are really complex and cannot be really handled or grasped, comes up with some ideas for action, judgment, selection, and the conscious brain, centered around the prefrontal cortex, just monitors it and, if necessary, vetoes it, because otherwise things could be, dangerous and haphazard. And so that is the situation we are facing. So, before we talk about free will, we should really talk about the sheer complexity of the human brain. And, there lies computationally really interesting problem. And, probably free will and consciousness in general rose as mechanisms to, monitor and somehow control as well as one can to, the really complex, deep dynamics of the human brain. And here I'm not just discussing the so-called neural networks. I mean, it's much more than that. So, the relationship between free will, consciousness, and complexity would be a really interesting research topic, and I sometimes think about them when I go for a run like this.